With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now a give, right side. Green. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down, here's Eason.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. What a start defense. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cam's going to run on the option.
12 yards there and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Again, Newton to keep it.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and he finds Penny. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
Check. Watch 54. Watch great. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the 49er first down.
First down, Jacob Eason.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the pass. Great. 54. Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Throwing again. Newton.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Green. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Newton on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Gotta do better. Gun. Come on, QB. Come on. Switch.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Smith catches left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
18. A gain of 4. It's now
on the draw. This is Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Kinlaw on the tackle.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
6.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Great. Gun. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
To throw again, Newton. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The final shot before break. Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 11-yard line.
Throwing is Eason.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brought down by Brandon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one.